and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. Tingnan din po natin yung Jeremiah 31 verse 3. Jeremiah 31 verse 3. The Lord hath appeared of old unto me, saying, Yea, I have loved thee with an everlasting love. Therefore with loving kindness have I drawn thee. Yea, I have loved thee with an everlasting love. With loving kindness have I drawn thee. As we look back on Jeremiah 1:5, sabi po dito na, Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before camest formed out of thy womb, I sanctified thee. We belong to God's family even before we were born. We belonging to God's family begins with the Father's love, with His love for us, and His longing to include us in His family. Andun po ang kagustuhan ng Panginoon na bago pa tayo pinanganak, alam niya po kung sino ang mga tunay na anak niya. That even before we came into existence, that even before we started believing in Him, the relationship for God sa part po natin ay nagsimula na po. We look unto Psalm 139, verse 14-16. Psalm 139, verses 14 to 16. I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, and that my soul knoweth right well. My substance was not hid from thee, when I was made in secret and curiously wrought in the lowest parts of the earth. Thine eyes did see my substance, yet being unperfect, and in thy book of all my members were written, which in continuance were fashioned, when as yet there was none of them. These were the words of David. Ano po ang sinasabi po dito? The Lord knoweth them that are His. He has a special familiar acquaintance with people that belong to the body of Christ. Tayo pong mga anak niya, gaya po ni Jeremiah, gaya po ni David, even before we came into existence, ibinahagi na po tayo ng Panginoon sa pamilya niya. And yet, gaya nga ng sinabi po natin doon, God knows our substance. And truly, what is our substance? Our substance is we are imperfect. Hindi po tayo perfecto. We have failed in our life with God. Nung pinanganak po tayo po yung nagkasala. We have come short of His glory. Pero paano po ang ginawa ng Panginoon? Aside from making us part of His family, sa unang-una pa lang, He even gave us His unconditional love. How did He give us unconditional love? Tayo po, gaya po ng sabi ko, we fell into sin. Nagkasala po tayo sa Kanya. Nabuhay po tayo na hindi sumusunod sa Kanya. Pero ano po ang ginawa ng Panginoon? God gave us His unconditional love by giving His Son, by allowing His Son to die on the cross, so that all of us guilty sinners will be forgiven and will be welcomed back into the family of God. Ganun po ang pagtingin po sa atin ng Panginoon when it comes to belonging us into His family. He loves us before we are being born because He knew that tayo po yung anak niya. And aside from making us belong to His family, He gives us His unconditional love for us to be able to come back to His family when we came lost. Ganun po ang ginagawa po ng Panginoon sa atin. If you could remember po yung parable po ng the prodigal son on Luke 15, alam po natin yung storya nun. The son, when he gets his inheritance, umalis siya, inubos niya yung anumang nakuha niya, at nung naubos na po yun, he wanted to come back. Ano ho ba ang sabi niya? Ang sabi ng prodigal son, gusto ko na pong bumalik. At kahit babalik ako as a hired hand, as a worker na lang po, ay willing po siyang gawin yon. Pero ano po ba ang ginawa ng Panginoon? Ng father niya? His father accepted him not as a hired hand, but what his father did was, he accepted him still as his son. Tinanggap pa rin po niya siya bilang isang anak niya. At alam po natin yung nangyari, he prepared him a calf, yung robe, at ganoon din po yung ginagawa po ng Panginoon sa atin. He made us part of His family in the very beginning, pero when we fell unto sin, tinanggap pa rin niya po tayo. He gave us unconditional love, and when we came back, He accepted us as His own and as His family again. Yun po ang ginagawa ng Panginoon when it comes to His family. Para naman po when it comes to human family. How about when we talk of human family? Belonging to a human family begins with the parents' love to one another, with their desire to have children, and their love to a child that they have never saw. Siguro po, in one way or another, you could relate to this as parents. Kung naaalala niyo po yung time na nagkaroon po kayo ng asawa, and there was a time that you really long to have children, na minsan, ini-imagine mo pa lang yung anak mo, naiisip mo na kung paano mo siya mamahalin, andun pa lang yung desire mo to have children, para nag-uumapaw na I will love him, I will make him really my own. Yun po yung itinuro po sa atin at binibigay po sa atin ng Panginoon. In a way na tinuro niya sa atin na tayo mga tunay na anak niya, itinatanggap niya agad. The Lord God taught us His plan. That part of His plan of our life is to have children. A part of His plan for marriage is for us to be able to multiply and have children. Ganon din po yung nangyari po sa atin. As parents, we had that desire and love for our children. Kaya po tayo, kahit hindi pa po natin nakikita yung mga maiging anak po natin, nag-uumapaw na po yung pagmamahal natin, na nararamdaman na po natin that they already belong to our family. At yun po yung isang pagkakapareho po na tulad na pinipilit po natin tinutulad sa gaya po ng ginawa ng Panginoon. But gaya po ng ginawa ng Panginoon, aside from making His children part of His family in the first place, nagbigay din po siya ng unconditional love. Para naman po tayo bilang mga human parents, how can we give unconditional love? Yung first and pinaka-simple po na comparison is, ang Panginoon po nagbigay ng unconditional love by giving us salvation by grace. Niligtas po tayo ng Panginoon na wala po siyang hinihinging kapalit. Niligtas po siya ng Panginoon, bagamat hindi po tayo karapat-dapat. It is all by grace that God saved us. Para naman po tayo naman po mga magulang. How could we be able to love our children unconditionally? Pwede po natin gawin yon by making point to ourselves that we will love our children no matter what. Na hindi po kailangang i-earn ng mga anak po natin yung love na ibibigay po natin sa kanila. Gaya po ng grace na binigay po sa atin ng Panginoon for salvation, ganoon din po dapat. Hindi po kailangan tayo mag-set ng anumang condition for us to love our children. And remember that they do not have to earn our love for us to be able to give them our unconditional love. Yun po yung mga pagkakapareho po when it comes to God giving unconditional love and making us part of His family. Ganon din po when it comes to human family, when it comes for us giving unconditional love and making our children part of our family. Yun po, this focus ng Family Month, meron pong kung napapansin niyo po yung program natin, meron po yung part doon na nag-interview po ng mga families. And we were privileged to be part of those na nabigyan po ni Ma'am Sophie. Ma'am Sophie po nung parang interview po na yan. And gusto ko lang pong i-share sa inyo kasi yung pong parang naging outlook ko po when it comes to family, yung po yung para kung gusto pong makita when it comes to giving unconditional love. Meron pong tanong doon on how do you define family? The first thing that came to my mind was a family are people that God entrusted unto you to love. At yung pong sinasabi doon na entrusted unto you by God to love means to love unconditionally. Yun nga po yun, to be able to sacrifice, to be able to listen, and to be able to do things para po sa mga pamilya natin na wala pong kapalit. And meron din po tanong doon na you give a short description of your family history. Your family history. At nung pong sinagutan ko po yung family history, nung ko po nakita yung pagkilos po ng Panginoon. Alam naman po natin na we were married the year 2001. 2001 po kami kinasal, and we were blessed. We were blessed with our first son, yung unang anak po namin. Sabi ko nga po dun sa sagot, we were blessed with Andre in God's own unique and perfect way. Na-bless po kami 2009. It was 8 years after our marriage. So kung babalikan po natin yung sinasabi natin kanina on how do we look unto God, unto our human family, making our children part of the family, andun po yung matagal na panahon. And yet, yung desire naman po, hindi naman po talaga nawala. Yung desire to have children, at saka po yung sinasabi nga na loving them before they ever existed, syempre nagtitiwala pa rin po kami sa Panginoon. And yes, we are looking unto it na pagdarating talaga yung blessing ng Panginoon sa amin, we will love Him in as much as we were thinking na talaga magkakaroon po kami ng anak na magiging part po ng family namin. And yun nga po yung nangyari. There was God's own unique and perfect way of giving us Andre. Pero sabi nga natin, we are talking about belonging to a family. Literally, Andre belonged to a first family. Meron po siyang unang pamilya. His mother died. His father, nakita ko po once ng sa probinsya, kausap ni mama. And I know, alam po natin that it was his first family. And through God's own unique and perfect way, we became Andre's family. Pero sabi nga nung kaninang pinag-aralan natin even before Andre existed, dahil po sa pagmamahal na tinuro ng Panginoon, he was already a part of our family. So malinaw po, naiisip ko po na although he once belonged to a different family, but because of the love na naiisip po namin na he really is for us, na talagang itinakda ng Panginoon na maging anak po siya sa amin, una pa lamang po, before he was even born, he was already part of our family. So yung definition po na tinanong po sa akin na he was God's entrusted family, are people entrusted by God for us to love, pumapasok po talaga si Andre po doon. Alam po natin yung nangyari when Andre got sick. Si Andre got sick po at the age of 3, and it needed unconditional love. Kasi nga po, sabi nga, kaya mo na ba maging magulang when it is convenient unto you? Kasi that is part of giving unconditional love. Talaga pong it wasn't convenient. Alam naman po natin yun. But syempre nag-uumapaw po doon yung compassion po namin, yung pagmamahal of how we were very sad about it. Pero sabi nga by the definition na naisip ko, God entrusted us unto Him. And the love na kailangan ibigay po namin sa Kanya is unconditional. So ano man po yung nangyari sa Kanya, andun po yung pagmamahal na binigay namin sa Kanya because first and foremost, sa simula pa lang, gaya po na sabi ko po kanina, He already belonged to us. Siya po talaga ay bahagi ng pamilya namin. Gaya ng ginagawa ng Panginoon, na bago pa tayo ipinanganak, bahagi na tayo ng pamilya niya. So there really is no question of anong pamilya po siya talaga kasama. Be-bless nga po ako when sa perpetual po kasi, dahil si Andre suki, at saka yung case niya is somewhat, hindi naman po palagi nangyayari yon, yung leukemia on children, na very rare po yon sa mga cases sa mga bata. Marami po nagpupunta mga doktor, lalo na po yung mga intern pa lang, nag-i-interview sila, inaalam nila yung history. Siyempre nagtatanong sila, ang madalas na iniisip nila, it is namana sa pamilya. Kaya tinatanong nila, meron ho bang lahi sa inyo na nagka-leukemia? So, to be honest with them, dapat sasabihin namin na biologically, we are not his parents. And yes, lagi kami sumasagot, kami ni Shari, lagi namin sinasabi ang totoo. Hindi natin kasi pwede pong i-trace because we are not his biological parents. At nagugulat ako. In fact, parang may 2 doktor pa nakapagsabi nun na, alam niyo po, napaka-blessed naman. Napaka-blessed naman po na may mission pala kayo sa anak niyo. Kasi, I don't know if they are Christians, but sila, kaya nilang tanggapin at isipin na ang Panginoon na may gustong paggawa po sa amin para kay Andre. And that as simple is because He is our family. Siya po talaga ibinigay po sa amin ng Panginoon. Kaya po kami, with this unconditional love that God wants us to give our children, pinipilit po namin sa tulong ng Panginoon, sa biyaya ng Panginoon na magawa po namin sa Kanya. And ito po yung nagiging blessing po sa akin, nung pinag-aralan ko po ito, na really, gaya po ng Panginoon, He accepted us already sa beginning pa lang na tayo po ay anak niya. At kaya po yung nangyari kay Andre, Although it is hindi po sa normal na sabi nga natin, we became parents by choice. Parang yun po yung sinasabi nila. Pero alam ko po, we became parents because of God's grace. At bahagi po talaga ng plano ng Panginoon is that we will be His parents. At ganoon din po yung sa part ni Kayla. Si Kayla naman po is sinagot ng Panginoon. Sinabi ko po dun sa question, in God's perfect time. In God's perfect time. Hindi po nawala. Napunta sa amin si Andre. Hindi po nawala yung desire na magkaroon po ng children na bubuntis po si Shari. And God's perfect time came. Dumating pa rin po si Kayla. Kaya po yung love na sinasabi po kanina na naiisip na natin, wala pa yung anak natin, tunay po na nandun because God is preparing Shari at kami po na magkaroon po ng sarili po naming anak. So, if you really to look at it, talagang napakaganda po na matanggap po talaga natin na yung mga anak natin ay binigay na sa atin ng Panginoon noong una pa. At pangalawa, that we have to give unconditional love. And there are some things na kailangan po nating mapag-aralan of how we could give unconditional love. Sabi nga nila kung para ang isang tao daw po ay makapagmahal, kailangan ikaw mismo, kaya mo mahalin ang sarili mo. And one good thing about parenting is, sa parenting po, it allows us to grow. Kasi diba sa parenting, most of us, siyempre, most responsible parents, ang una nilang iniisip ay yung welfare ng mga anak nila. Palagi yun, di ho ba? We work, we sacrifice. Minsan, meron kang gusto sa sarili mo, pero unahin mo muna yung anak mo. Unahin mo muna yung anak mo kasi they are first and foremost important. And if you practice that, sa totoo lang po, tayo po ang nag-grow. Once we develop the selfless love, yung selfless love po na binibigyan natin sa mga anak natin, it becomes easier for us to be able to do it also on other people. Kasi talagang importante po na tayo muna Tayo po muna yung mag-grow. Because giving unconditional love, hindi po talaga ganun kadali yun. As we begin to love ourselves, making it easier for us to love others unconditionally. So meron po ako mga ilang bagay lang po dito na nais pong banggitin on how pwede pong makatulong for us to be able to give unconditional love. Kanina, sabi nga natin, gusto natin tularan ng Panginoon. Ang Panginoon, He gave us unconditional love. Pero tandaan natin, our God is perfect. Our God is perfect. Pero paano tayo? Kaya dapat ang isang point po na tandaan po natin, we should always remember that we will never be a perfect parent. Dapat tandaan po natin na hindi po natin kayang abutin yung estado po ng Panginoon at He is a perfect God, a Father for us. Pero tayo po hindi. Sometimes po kasi we fall into the trap na nagbubuo tayo sa sarili po natin ng parang models. Parang may nakikita ka, may napanood ka, may nabasa ka. Dapat ganito ako as a parent Ganito ka as a parent. Pero the problem with it is that you begin to please yourself. Kasi yun po yung standard na nilagay mo sa sarili mo Pero tandaan natin, sino bang kailangan nating i-please? We have to please God. And to be able to please God, isundin lang po natin kung ano po yung tinuturo niya on how to become a parent. We should always remember na ang target natin is to give love. We should never target being a perfect parent. Dahil pagmamahalang naman po talaga ang tunay na kailangan. Our child needs full presence and appreciation, not perfection. Minsan kasi ang nangyayari, pagka gusto mo maging parang perfect parent, ikaw yung unang naging critic ng sarili mo. Ikaw yung unang tumitingin sa sarili mo na tama ba yung ginagawa ko o mali ba? Dapat yung tandaan natin, we should tell ourselves, sabihin sa sarili natin, hindi mo kailangan maging perfecto. Kailangan lang bigyan mo ng pagmamahal ang inyong mga anak. We could never be perfect parents. Pero sa totoo lang po, we could be better parents every day. Ang isang bagay po na doon po sa nabasa ko about compassion. Yun po yung pag sinabi yung compassion is deep feeling na pag meron pong sitwasyon ng isang tao na mahirap, andun po yung deep pain, yung sorrow mo, na gustong-gusto po pong matulungan yung taong yon. And that's one thing na kailangan po ma-develop po natin as parents. We don't develop that overnight. Sabi nga po doon, it is like a muscle na kailangan i-work out mo. Kami po, nung nagkasakit po si Andre, compassion was one thing na I believe that we really have developed. Hindi po namin pinagmamalaki yun, but truly, yun po yung naramdaman namin. Seeing your son na hindi makalakad, samantarang dati ang lakas-lakas, you wanted to, di mo alam kung anong gusto, meron kang gustong gawin eh. Kung nakikita mo siya, naglalaro pa rin, gumagapang, asabayan mo, gumagawa ko ng paraan na iparamdam sa kanya na walang nagbago. Binubuhat mo siya kasi hindi siya makalakad. And those are the things that you do para magkaroon ka ng compassion. Araw-araw siyang tinutusok, araw-araw siyang nasa 5 araw siyang sa ospital, almost every week. Yung mga bagay na yun, alam po namin na those things, yung compassion na ibinigay po sa amin ng Panginoon para sa anak namin, I believe we were able to develop it. Not a way that we become perfect parents, but I believe nung pong sitwasyon na yun, we become better parents. In a way na natuto po kami, na ilagay po yung sarili namin para matulungan po yung anak po namin. So definitely, we can never be perfect parents. Pero may mga bagay po, as we go along in our life as parents, na madidevelop po natin for us to be able to give unconditional love. Pangalawa po is commit to self-care. Commit to self-care. Sabi ko po ulit kanina, for you to be able to love others, dapat you love yourself. And tayo po mga parents, we live in constant stress. Alam naman po natin as a parent, marami kang bagay na nagbibigay po ng stress sa iyo. Yung work mo, yung matters in the house, relationships, also everything. At ang nangyayari po sa isang parent, pag punong-puno siya ng stress, he becomes depleted. He becomes drained. No, magiging empty po siya. At pag ganun po yung sitwasyon po natin, very definitely, we could never give unconditional love. Kasi kung tayo po magbibigay ng unconditional love, dapat po tayo ay puno. In fact, dapat nga overflowing pa eh. Kasi to be able to give unconditional love, you have to be patient. You have to have that joyful and loving care. Mga bagay po na kailangan humihingi po ng pasensya sa part po natin. At kung tayo po ay drained na, empty na, napakahirap po talaga magbigay ng unconditional love. Isa nga pong simple example niyan is when you're angry. Pag ikaw drained na, mabilis kang magalit. Sabi nga nila, you become short-fused, na konting lang, puputok ka na. And when you are parents who are always angry, malaking pagkakamali po talaga yon. Because parenting from anger and not love, doon po yung nagkakaroon ng malaking pagkakamali. Sabi nga nila, if you have parents, you have to do it with love, not with anger. Ang sitwasyon po kasi, pag gusto mo magturo sa anak mo, if you want to teach your son, your children, your daughter, ikaw ay galit, mahirap pong sitwasyon yon. Because teaching becomes efficient when you are receptive and when you are positive. Para din po yan yung naalala ko, nag-aaral ako eh. Sa amin pa nagre-review din ako, nagpe-prepare po ng lesson. Pag nag-aaral po ako na pagod, na talagang sabihin natin na out of condition, ang hirap po eh. Ang hirap po mag-prepare, ang hirap mag-aral. Not very different from sometimes na nakapagpahinga ka, na receptive ka, and that comes a time na parang napakadali. Mas madali ka makapag-aral, mas madali mo naiintindihan yung mga bagay na pinag-aaralan mo. At ganoon din po when it comes to our children. When everything is positive, sa positive atmosphere, mas madali po nilang naiintindihan. The problem with anger is, pag tayo po galit, ang bilis nating ma-justify yung galit natin. Parang ganun po eh, this is something that I experienced sa anak ko with Andre. Siya po ay lumalaki na. May mga bagay na kailangan po akong i-deal sa kanya. At pag nakikita ko yung sitwasyon, his behavior, nagagalit ako agad. And naiisip ko na, dapat naman talaga akong magalit, di ba? Kasi, ba't ganun yung behavior niya? In myself, I am justifying my anger. Nilibigyan ko ng rason na dapat talaga akong magalit. Pero sometimes, iniisip ko na, hindi ba dapat mas tignan ko muna yung sitwasyon ng anak ko? How about looking at the situation on child's point of view? Bakit ba siya na-upset? Bakit ba siya nagalit? Bakit ba siya nalungkot? Bakit ba siya umiiyak? Sometimes, when you look into that, at ilagay mo rin yung sarili mo dun sa panahon na bata yan, sometimes it works. Sometimes, I understand the misbehavior completely. Mas naiintindihan ko, mas nauunawahan ko. Yung anger ko, naiintindihan ko na mali, na dapat talaga hindi ako basta-basta mga galit kasi hindi naman rason yun. That I should be able to give that unconditional love. At magagawa ko po yun pag puno po ako. Kasi I could give that patient love, that patience to him kung ako po ay hindi drained at hindi po ako empty in myself. Kaya nga po ako yung isang taong tuwang-tuwa pag pag wala rin hong pasok. Pag wala hong pasok. Sa amin no kasi operations kami. We work 24/7. Pero alam po nila pagdating sa ganon, si Gerard hindi pumapasok yan pag holiday. Nagpapaalam yan. Kasi alam niyo po, natutuwa po ako pag wala pong pasok kasi pag umaga, galing ka ng tulog, di ba? Nakapagpahinga ka. Pagising mo, malakas ka, puno ka. At ang gagawin mo nung araw na yon is that you will be with your family. Puno ka pa, malakas ka, I could give the time to my children, to my wife, kung ano po yung gagawin namin. At yun po yung time na malakas pa po ako. Sabi ni Andre, basketball tayo, daddy. Pwede yung basketball, malakas ka. Walang pasok, wala kang iniisip. Hindi po gaya na paggaling ka sa trabaho. Paggaling ka sa trabaho, pagod ka na, may stress pa. Pagdating mo doon, drained ka na. Dumarating ka sa pamilya mo na dapat yung time sana na malakas ka, na puno ka. Pero minsan hindi maiwasan na talagang you're almost empty. You're almost drained dahil sa stress nga po na daanan mo for the whole day. At yung isang bagay na dapat to mapag-aralan, mapaghandaan. Kailangan mag-vitamins. Sabi nga, quality time. Pero mamaya, may nga po sa quality time Importante pa rin yung quantity. And those are the things na kailangan po, natignan po sa sarili natin bilang parents. We make sure that we are okay. Because if we are okay, totoo po, we will be effective parents and we could give that unconditional love. Ang isa pa po is, you let go of the past. Madalas po na papag-aralan to, na ituturo to ni Pastor Jude sa atin, that some parents fail to become good parents. They could not give unconditional love because they never let go of the past. Mayroon kasing mga magulang na ang nagdidictate ng pagiging parents po nila, yung naging childhood po nila, kung ano po yung naging history nila. And the first step that we have to make kung ganun po yung sitwasyon is, we should be able to remember at tanggapin that our parents are just human. Maaaring nagkakamali din po sila. And forgiving is one thing na kailangan po natin gawin. Alam niyo po, forgiveness is not for the people that we forgive, but most una po, para po sa atin. We are talking about ourselves. We want ourselves to be the first to be able to grow para makapagmahal po tayo. At magagawa po natin yon kung ano man po yung nakaraan natin, mapatawad po natin sila, and that forgiveness will heal us. Tayo po ang unang mag-heal. Dahil po yung heartache po natin na napagdaanan, makakalimutan po natin yon at hindi po anger ang magiging defense po natin pagdating po doon. Kung ano man po yung sitwasyon dati na maaaring iniisip mo na siguro hindi ako karapat-dapat mahalin, kaya hindi ako minahal ng mga magulang ko ng buo, we should not down ourselves, put down ourselves, but isipin na the child in us was